All right, it's December 3rd, 8:30 p.m. I went in for my appointment at 3 o'clock, and I thought they were gonna tell me that they wanted to schedule like an induction because today is 40 weeks. And so I figured, okay, maybe I can at least get them to go until the 13th because they don't want to go past 41 weeks. But we did they want to do a non-stress test because the baby, he was kind of like quiet today, but he's kind of quiet usually during the daytime, and he's like more active at nighttime. We've done a non-stress test before and he moved a bunch, but this time I didn't really feel him moving. Like his heart rate and everything was going fine, and he said it wasn't stress, but the doctor definitely wanted to for me to go to the hospital and induce today. So started the Pitocin. We're at 18 right now. It's gonna go up to 60, and if the water doesn't break on its own, they're going to break it. And we've got Dad over there. And so I'm nervous but excited, and I'm just praying that everything goes well. All right, so John's over at Walmart. They're open until 11 o'clock, and he's getting me some items for the liquid, what is it called? The clear liquid diet. Since I'm on Pitocin, I can't have any like solid food or anything. So I grabbed a Quest bar right before I came over. The dining room area closed at like 6:30, so we just kind of like missed it when we got here, and we're kind of like checked into the room and all that. So, but I'm hungry, so I can have Jello, I can have ice pops and like Italian ice, and juice like cranberry juice, apple juice, water, tea. So he's gonna get me some items from that list. And right now I'm up to 24 on the Pitocin. Ultimately it's going to go up to 60, and I'm doing okay. On the birthing ball, I'm on the birthing ball right now, and I've been doing that for like maybe 20 minutes, and I don't know, I guess we'll see what happens. Right now it's like 10 o'clock on December 3rd, and we'll see when the little guy's gonna make his arrival. John is the best. All right, so the doctor came in right now. First of all, it's about midnight. Doctor came in about 11:30. Ooh, contraction. To check how far along I was. And so I said, all right, can I go to the ladies' room real quick? And then as I went to go wash my hands, I felt like a little trickle. So I was like, okay, I think my water broke. And so then she checked me. She's like, all right, you're 3 to 4 centimeters. And she's like, yeah, no, the water did not break. So she broke it. And then there was definitely like a lot of water. And so then they gave me like a pad and some mesh panties, and they said, okay, so if you have to get up, then wear these. And so I waited a couple minutes. They said it's gonna keep, coming out. And so I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna go brush my teeth, try to get a little bit of rest if I can. So I went to go get up and put on like the panties and like all that. And it was literally like I took a gallon of water and just dumped it like all over the floor. So I'm like trying to like put this up on. They're instantly soaked. The floor is just like drenched. So then I'm trying to like get into the bathroom, and this little thing, which I'm calling Betty, I don't know why, my IV machine thing, it's like attached to the wall because it's still plugged in. So I'm like trying to get to the bathroom. Meanwhile, John's sleeping. I'm like, John, please can you unplug this? So yeah, so then I took, luckily these towels are over here. So I took one of these towels and just like popped the whole thing up. But after that, after the water was broken, the contractions started getting a lot more intense. So let's see what happens. So we got here about 5 o'clock, and I made it to about 1:30 in the morning, 6 to 7 centimeters before I got an epidural. Initially I ideally I wanted to try to do like a natural delivery, but I knew once that there was going to be an induction that probably wasn't going to be possible. And I kept my mind open for everything, because I know that things happen and nothing's going to go like according to plan. Once, like, things were going alright, but then once they, like, 11:30 was when the water was broken, and then things got, like, a lot more intense. And so 11:30, so I made like a couple hours, but they just, like, the pain just kept getting worse and worse, and my back, the back pain was like the worst pain I've ever had, including when I was in a car accident and I had physical therapy for my back pain for like a year or something like that. So it was definitely much worse than that, and the contractions in the front were just terrible. So it was just getting increasingly worse, and I was just whimpering like a puppy, and then almost like yelling, I don't know, type of thing. Just, I don't know what I sounded like, but it just was a lot of pain. Everything but crying, almost crying. So then around, like, I think 1:30, I asked, John woke up, and because he could hear me, like, in pain, so then I asked him to go get the nurse, and then we went over the options. So I asked her, like, you know, if I took, like, 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol, like, could I, like, start with that and then, like, see how it goes, but they said it pretty much, like, wouldn't do anything. So, I really didn't want to have an epidural. I wanted to do, like, some sort of IV, like, medication, but we're concerned about its effects on the baby. So ultimately we decided that the epidural would be the best decision, and I was, like, shaking, like, because the pain was, like, so bad, and, like, I couldn't really keep my eyes open because it just, the pain and, like, being so tired. And I just felt so sick to my stomach. Yeah. So, I think around, like, 2:30 is when the painkiller ended up kicking in from the epidural. So really I made it from, like, 5 o'clock. I don't know when they started, like 6:06 or 6:30 or something like that, to 2:30. So, yeah, so now I'm just, like, on my side. I had to do the whole catheter thing, and toes are feeling pretty numb, and legs a little bit too. All I can have is ice chips now. I want food so badly. I can't wait to have real food again. And just feeling tired. Very excited to meet the baby, and hoping that the rest of this will go well. And I was feeling hot when I got here, but now I'm feeling cold, so they brought me a nice warm blanket, so it was nice. Nurse has been awesome. Everybody's been awesome, actually. Yeah, so I probably won't remember any of this if I don't document it as I go along. So yeah, we got to 10 centimeters at 5:20 in the morning, and I started pushing around 6:30, but now we're taking a little bit of a break. It's almost 7 in the morning, and getting excited. I have to say, before I forget, I think the most painful part was before I got the epidural, when I was having the contractions in the front, but the nurse was, like, having to push on my stomach, I think either to check for the baby, or she was trying to move the baby, or put the monitor back on the baby, or something like that, and it was just excruciatingly painful, and I was just like, no, and I was, like, pushing her hand away. Yeah, really painful. Alright, it's 8 a.m. and we tried pushing, but baby's not in, like, I guess, like, the best position, like, headwise right now, so it's just, like, not having much movement, not coming out yet. So taking a little bit break, trying different positions, try to get him in, like, the optimal space, and they're I think letting the epidural thing like run out a little bit so I can push better, and they're having the Pitocin go up a little bit, so already feeling it in the back, and contractions are getting a little bit stronger. Well, it's almost noon. I pushed for like, when did I start pushing? I was 10 centimeters at 5:20, so I don't know, at least 5 hours I think I've been trying to get the baby out, and he's stuck sunny side up. His head is stuck on my pelvic bone, and the back pain was just like super intense, so they did a bolus. They're gonna do another one, but they pretty much think that we're gonna have to do a C-section because there's no change from when I was pushing this morning. Basically, it came out a little bit, but basically he's kind of stuck. So